Not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station. It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Jason Bible. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Jason Bible.
Hot mics.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Today we're talking about how to build your wealth, passive income with real estate. I got a fascinating email this week from Fidelity, of all people. And I'll go ahead and read the article to you. I believe it's on their website. Let me look here. It is Fidelity Investments, fidelity.com. 5 ways to help protect retirement income. 5 ways to help protect retirement income. Go to fidelity.com. You can search for it there. It's under their blog, which they call Viewpoints. And it's a fascinating read. It's the stuff we've been, it's hard to find the truth these days. It really is. The fascinating thing is, they call the internet, they call this era in technology the information age. You heard the internet has been called the information superhighway, all of which are absolutely true. The problem is you can have all the information you want. However, it's worthless without any analysis. People tell me all the time, well, Jason, I can just go learn how to flip houses or build my wealth and passive income on blogs and podcasts. And I'll tell them, good luck with that. There's plenty of information out there. There's no shortage of information. No shortage of it. But there's a huge deficit in thoughtful analysis. There's an enormous deficit in people who actually do this stuff. In other words, who are actually real estate investors. A lot of pretenders out there. We had a great event last night. I spoke at. I did our intro to real estate class, and then I taught how to lose money in real estate. And we had about 30, 40 new people there. It was a great event. And one question I always get from the new investors, and I tell new investors this when they come into our events. I'm like, look, I'm sure this isn't the only, evening seminar, weekend seminar you're going to go to. I'm not I'm not in 4th grade. I'm not naive enough to think that we're the only guys teaching stuff in town. But this one guy asked me, hey, do you know so-and-so that teaches real estate? I'm like, yeah, I know those guys. And they go, what do you think of them? I said, look, man, it doesn't matter what I think of them. It matters what you think. It's your dollars. It's your time you're going to spend with me this weekend. It's your dollars. And I said, how about this? Why don't you go pick up the phone, call those guys tomorrow. Have them send you 10 HUDs. A HUD is a closing statement. You'll also hear it referred to as a settlement statement. Call that real estate club up, that guy that's teaching that class this weekend, and have him send you his last 10 HUDs from the last 10 deals he's done. If they're more than a couple of months old, do not go. As I said, here's the other caveat. These have to be deals that he's doing, not his students, not people he's partnering with, none of that nonsense. Deals he's actually doing. And you will be shocked, absolutely shocked to know that most of these guys don't do real estate. My other favorite one, if they're like professing buy and hold and buying apartments and all that other stuff, just say, hey, man, what LLC do you buy all those houses in? What LLC do you buy all those? What LLC owns that apartment complex that you allegedly own? What a lot of folks don't know is that real estate investors, our net worth is a matter of public record. It's real simple. You just go to the, county. It's a Google search, the county. Houston House Buyers LLC. And all of them pop up. Now, all of them don't necessarily, all of them pop up. We have multiple LLCs. But you can go and say, hey, man, what entity you buy your houses in? Boom. They're all right there. There's no, you don't have to have any special access. And that's all across the country. It's all a matter of public record. So there's a lot of information, but a complete deficit in thoughtful analysis. And finding the truth is getting harder and harder to do. Fascinating article here. 5 ways to help protect retirement income. Here are what they consider the key takeaways. Plan for healthcare costs. Y'all have heard me say this on the radio show before. I did one whole show about it. According to Fidelity's annual retiree healthcare cost estimate, the average 65-year-old couple retiring in 2017 will need an estimated $275,000 to cover healthcare costs during their retirement. And that is just using average life expectancy data. Many people will live longer and have higher costs. And that cost doesn't include long-term care expenses. Get ready. It's getting expensive. There's nothing affordable about the Affordable Care Act. That was what they call a big, gigantic lie. Healthcare costs have skyrocketed. If you're retiring today, plan on being out of pocket $275,000. But I've read other reports that say $225,000 to $500,000 just for healthcare. That doesn't include vacations. It doesn't include paying for grandkids' college. It doesn't include, $275,000. One of the things I always find fascinating when I get to teach our introduction to real estate class, one of my key points in there is, hey, what's your number? And people say, what do you mean, what's my number? Well, all of you guys are saving and you're investing and you're marching towards retirement, whether that be at 45 or 65. What is your number? What's your number? What's your monthly income number? What's your wealth number? What is that number? And a lot of people don't know it. If you want to make $5,000 a month, and you make, which is about $60,000 a year, if you're assuming a 7% rate of return, you're going to need $1.6 million in retirement. 1.6 to make $5,000 a month. By the way, that money's only going to last you 20 years. That's why this model, we don't talk enough about it at the show. That's why this model for currently saving for retirement does not work. It does not work. It is impossible to save for retirement. That's $5,000 a month. Most people I run into on the street, or let's say the Redneck Country Club event last Wednesday, their number is about $10,000. If you want $10,000 in retirement a month, you're going to need a little over $3 million saved. And even at a 7% rate of return, that $3 million is only going to last you 20 years. It is highly likely that if you're retiring today at 65, you are going to outlive your money if you're only planning for 20 years. The problem is, and I hear radio gurus talk about that do financial shows, talk about this all the time. Well, you need to build your nest egg, and then when you retire, you crack open the nest egg. I'm like, that's a terrible idea. You've built this house for retirement, and then you start, this is the only analogy I can come up with that makes any sense. You retire, and you've paid your house off. So in retirement, you're going to sell the furniture, sell the sheetrock, sell the plumbing, sell the electrical, sell the roof, and pray that you have a building to live in before you die. It makes no sense to me at all. Your retirement should pay you. You shouldn't have to take the house apart and sell the house pieces of the house to live. That is just a mentally bankrupt strategy. You've got to have assets that produce cash. My favorite definition of an investment is the one that Dr. Dotzauer shared. It's something you understand that produces cash. That's what an investment is. So when you get all fired up about, the next radio show or the next weekend retreat, or I'm going to learn how to day trade or do cryptocurrency or whatever else out there someone's selling you, you got to ask yourself two fundamental questions. Is this something I understand? I mean, really understand. And two, does it produce cash?
2 minutes.
Most of the stuff doesn't produce cash at all. The only way it produces a return is if you liquidate your position, meaning you sell it. How do you live in a house if the only way to continue to live in that house is to sell it? It makes no sense at all. You've got to build your retirement house, and you've got to live in it. It has to produce for you while you are there. This method of continually investing in assets, praying that they go up in value to liquidate them to retire, is just mentally bankrupt. The math does not work. And let me ask you guys this to the first question. You've got to invest in something that you understand. What do you understand more than a single family house in the neighborhood that you raised your kids in? You understand that asset better than any of your other investments. So why not buy some more for retirement? We get back from the break. I want to talk more about this article from Fidelity. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper?
Thanks, Richard.
Properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 10,000 properties.
Morning, John.
Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending has originated over 2,000 loans in Texas, valued at over $250 million. Jet Lending will help you evaluate your deals for free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs, and potential loan amount. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com. Oh, and don't forget about our famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk. We'll see you there.
Are you looking for an
1
investor-friendly
minute.
general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business 1110.
All right, Jay. It took forever. The intro's too long. I should cut it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hot mics.
Welcome back, Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Nikki and I were both listening to that intro going, what is going on? All right, let's talk about this Fidelity article here today. 5 ways to help protect your retirement income. One is save more money. That's literally what this article says. You're going to need more money. Whatever you think you need more of it. It's amazing to me, all of the investment gurus' advice out there is just to save more money and make sure your money grows faster. There are a litany of articles that tell you that even the smartest the smartest investors on the planet rarely beat the S&P 500. Rarely. I mean, it's less than 50%. I want to say it's close to 80%. I can look during the break and do a quick little Google search. So all these guys with their Ivy League business backgrounds, Ivy League math, all that stuff, and they can't even beat the index. And then their investment advice is, oh, by the way, retirement is really, really expensive. You're going to need more money. Oh, that's helpful. It's kind of like they tell you, hey, there's this big train coming, and it's called retirement, and it's going to run you over. And all we can tell you is good luck. Because here's the reality. If you've got cash-producing assets with little or no debt, if you're making $10,000 a month from your real estate investments, and it costs you $250,000, $500,000 during retirement just for medical expenses, that's not going to, it might put a little sting on you, but it's not going to kill you. House is paid off, and you got a little Social Security coming in. Now, of course, for those of us under 50, don't even think we're getting Social Security. But it's fascinating to me when I read these articles, because you will not hear this truth anywhere else. You got to go looking for it. You really got to go searching for it. You're going to need $275,000 to $500,000, not including long-term care, in retirement. Then, of course, it does say, hey, you ought to start an HSA. Ooh, that's good advice. Meaning you ought to pick up the phone and call Quest IRA and open up an HSA and buy a couple of rental properties or notes in your HSA. It's fascinating to me. Here's Fidelity, and they come out with this article, and it says, hey, plan for healthcare costs. It's going to cost you at least $275,000 for out-of-pocket expenses for healthcare, Plus, at some point, you're going to need some long-term care. Their advice, their recommendation is, hey, if you're still working and your employer offers a health savings account, you may want to take advantage of it. Yeah, but here's the problem. How are you going to grow that money? How are you going to grow those HSA dollars? And their recommendation, I kid you not, it says right here, an HSA offers a triple tax advantage. You can save pre-tax dollars, which can grow and be withdrawn state and federal tax-free if used for qualified medical expenses. So in other words, our advice is open up an HSA and save some more money. Well, there's only so much money to save here, guys. There's only so much. At some point, you're going to have to go out there and earn the return. And it's not going to be day trading and the cryptocurrency nonsense. You're going to have to do it with real estate. At least that's how we do it. You can choose however you want to do it. What if in your 50s and early 60s, you bought 3, 4, 5 rental properties and put those into your HSA? Or bought some notes, did some lending, maybe did some owner finance, partnered with somebody, put that money to work. That's how you grow an HSA account. But they don't tell you that. They just say, hey, HSA is a really good idea. You ought to open one up and put some money in there. Well, yeah, but how do I grow it? Oh, well, you just save. And, of course, for people who are not paying attention, they go, oh, okay, it makes sense. Let me go to the next bullet point. Well, wait a second. How much do we save? When do we start this HSA? What's a good rate of return? What's not? What assets should I invest in? How awful would it be? You're in retirement and you've got your money in the stock market through your HSA and the market collapses and you need those healthcare dollars. Can that happen to real estate? Absolutely. But the stuff that you hold onto in these accounts, rental properties, notes, it's long-term stuff that makes money, produces cash. An investment you understand that produces cash. That's the whole point. Investment you understand that produces cash. I don't understand cryptocurrency. Truth be told, I don't understand the math behind a lot of these ETFs. And I don't think the guys who put them together do either, nor mutual funds. Because everyone's always surprised when VIX explodes. That's a volatility index. In fact, I would imagine if you went out and talked to your average Series 7, Series 8 guy and asked them to explain to you the math behind VIX, they probably won't be able to do it. What changes LIBOR? Which, by the way, if you go back and Google search, they were manipulating that for years. What about 10-year treasuries? How does that impact the market? How does it impact my stock, my portfolio? A lot of these guys can't explain the math. They just tell you, hey, man, it always goes up. Just invest. Somebody sent me a great article. And where is this website? Mishtalk on the maven.net says, crisis struck 10 years ago. What's different? Here's what's fascinating. He's got this little graphic, and it says this in the graphic. There are more than 3 million equity indexes worldwide compared to about 52,000 listed companies. I'm going to say that again. There are more than 3 million equity indexes that essentially invest in 52,000 listed companies. More ways to invest in fewer companies. Who can possibly find fault with that? The casino is open. 3 million equity indexes that are purchasing 52,000 listed companies. You guys know the Russell 5000 doesn't have 5,000 assets in it anymore? These companies have all consolidated. And it's more dollars chasing after fewer deals. Last night I got the multifamily question. I get the multifamily apartment question all the time. Jason, do you guys invest in multifamily? No, we do not. Why? And I go into my whole spiel about cap rates and leases and why they're at all-time highs and all this other stuff. And then I say, you know what? Here's really the problem. I'll go speak at a really big event. There'll be 1,000 people in the room. And I'll get up on stage and we'll do an open Q&A and someone will say, Jason, what about multifamily? And I'll say no. And they'll ask, well, why? And I'll say, guys, look how many people are in this room. There's 1,000 people in this room. We all live here in the greater Houston, Texas market. How many multifamily complexes sell in a month in Houston, Texas? And everyone kind of looks at each other and goes, well, I don't know. Answer, it's less than 10. So granted, there's 1,000 of you that I'm speaking to at an event. There's tens of thousands of you listening on terrestrial radio. Every 24 hours, my videos, just on Facebook alone, get between 1,000 and 5,000 views. I have nearly 100,000 people on my email list. Those are active investors here in Houston, Texas.
2 minutes.
How can thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of people possibly invest in less than 10 apartment complexes that are for sale in Houston, Texas in any month? The problem is there's not enough of them. Even if apartments are on sale and I can get up there on stage and tell you you're going to be a gazillionaire tomorrow investing in multifamily, the reality is there's just not enough of them. There's not. Just like the stock market. There's just flat out not enough assets to build wealth with. Now, you could argue, are you going to build wealth with it? Yeah, real slow. Why? Because so many people, i.e. so many dollars, are chasing after so few assets. And that drives the price of these things through the roof. Look at the price to earnings ratios in the stock market right now. It is absurd. Look at the cap rates and the price per door people are paying for multifamily. It's at all-time highs. It's absurd how much they're paying for this stuff. Compare that to single family. There's 10,000 houses a month that get sold on and off MLS. Plenty of houses for everybody. Not enough apartments. We get back from the break. We're going to talk more about these 5 ways to protect yourself in retirement. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at AndersonAdvisors.com. And don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I'll tell you what, I gotta love Rage Against the Machine as bumper music because they are avowed, at least they're probably avowed communists. They're big fans of Che. They are. What I always thought was so funny is Glenn Beck used to use them as bumper music. It must have driven them crazy. Or maybe not because they got the check, so who cares, right? Oh, world of irony, isn't it? Let's go back to this article. Speaking of ironic things, expect to live longer. As medical advances continue, it's quite likely that today's healthy 65-year-old will live well into their 80s or even 90s. You may need 30 or more years of retirement income. Uh-oh. What are we going to do then? 30, 40 years in retirement. We met a gentleman a couple years ago. He called us off one of our marketing campaigns. Really neat guy. He was in his retirement years, he's a competitive tennis player. And he was telling us about the last tournament he played in. He's 99. And he said he played against 3 other guys. I'm like, that is awesome. Really interesting guy. And he said, you know what? I've been retired longer than I worked. This is like 3 years ago. And he was telling us what he did for work, and he lives down the street here in Memorial from our office. Really neat guy. He and his wife been married, a gazillion years. And similar to, the Bushes. They had been married 73 years until her passing on Wednesday. And it was amazing when this guy starts telling me the stories. He's been retired longer than he worked. That is absolutely going to happen. And truth be told, we're going to have to raise the retirement age. All this retirement stuff, I'll tell you right now, I watched the interview on Meet the Press with Paul Ryan. And he said, hey, look, we got the tax reform. If you guys don't know, he is not going to run for re-election. So, Speaker of the House, he said, look, I'm done. I'm hanging up my gavel. I'm done doing this. Probably going to end up in lobbying or in a think tank or somewhere. He's a big policy guy, so probably end up in a think tank somewhere. And so what's fascinating, he said, hey, look, I wanted to get tax reform done. I wanted to get some other stuff down the pipeline. But he said, here's the problem. The biggest problem is entitlement spending. And I know that absolutely infuriates a lot of people when I call it entitlements, because people say, oh, well, we paid for it. Well, no, you didn't. You voted for it, and then you kept voting for people that kept spending all the money. And now all these baby boomers want to play the victim. It's like, sorry, dude, you were voting for this before I was even born. So, and of course, our generation gets to write the check. Thanks, I appreciate it. So here's the problem. At some point, the bill comes due. And that is going to be an enormous bill. If you guys heard Anne-Marie during the break, she's the voice of Quest IRA. I think she said there's 8 or 11 trillion out there in IRAs. I'll tell you one thing I get real nervous about. The federal government starts looking for money. They don't look in their own pockets. They don't go, hey, man, maybe we should stop spending money on all this nonsense. There's a great article, came out of the New York Times this week. I need to just start writing articles in response to these articles and putting them on our Facebook page and putting them on our website and sending them out on email. Y'all, I know y'all would read them. Just I'm so busy. I got so much other stuff going on. But it's a fascinating article where it talks about the state of Oregon and what's happening with their pension funds. And they quite literally have roads and bridges decaying because of their pension obligations. I mean, think about that for a second. Infrastructure is collapsing to pay people that are no longer part of the productive class in their state. These are retired teachers. A lot of it's teachers. And then the extreme side of this is on the university side. Some of the pensions that are paid to these university folks. The reality is that we just don't have the money. So the scary thing is where is the government going to get it? And if you've studied Argentina, if you've studied what's happened in Cyprus, if you've studied some of these other countries, they've gone in and just literally stolen money from their citizens. Will that happen in the United States? I don't think so. But heck, I've seen some, I mean, Donald Trump's a president, guys. Who would have... Nobody thought that. I mean, it's just, it doesn't make any sense at all. But here's what I do know. A lot of people voted for some lavish retirements, and they knew we'd never be able to pay for it. Just take a look at some of these pension funds. Take a look at some of this federal and state pension funds and local pension funds. You guys up in Dallas, I mean, that pension fund in Dallas is a disaster. In Oregon, it was fascinating. When I was reading through there, they're just talking about raising taxes until they can meet the obligation. And the article ends with, well, I guess we're going to have to keep writing these checks for the next 15 to 20 years until these retirees start passing away and our obligations cease. That's crazy. You're going to have an entire generation. Think about this for a second. If you can't fix roads and bridges and schools and all that other stuff, you're going to have an entire generation that is, it's almost like going backwards. They had all these great anecdotal stories about, roadways to rural communities being washed out in storms. I mean, just wild stuff like that. And it's all related to their pension obligations. They literally cannot afford these retirees anymore. And for the next 15 or 20 years, they're going to suffer through it. People are living a lot longer. You guys want to hear something really evil? I thought about studying this. When I was consider continuing my graduate education to a PhD program. I thought about studying the financial impact of smoking cessation. In other words, no longer smoking. I had this thought in the public health realm that when we had all these folks smoking, they didn't live as long, which reduced our healthcare costs and our pension liabilities. Because there's been all these campaigns to reduce smoking in America, we've traded smoking for obesity, and obesity is much more expensive than smoking is. And they typically people live a lot longer. What has been the financial impact to that change in public health policy? I have a feeling that doctoral thesis would not have been approved. Or maybe it would have, because I'm kind of curious. Surely there's studies about it, right? But we're seeing it right now live out in our pension funds. You're going to live longer than you think. Or you might not. I mean, who knows? You're going to need a pile of money. However, the problem is the cash is really not an asset. I mean, I know, okay, so the accountants in the room their ears are on fire right now. Cash isn't an asset. I look at cash as a liability. Cash is like employees that are not working. It's exactly what it is. It's sitting in your checking account. I'll see these guys every now and then that show off their checking account balances. And I'm like, that's about the last thing I want to see that cash doing is sitting in a checking account. So now, you need to have your emergency fund. I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't want zero in your checking account. But cash in a checking account is a problem. Cash in an IRA is a problem. It needs to be out there working. Money are your little employees as an investor. And they should be in deals. You should be lending that money out. Buying rental properties with it. Buying flip properties. I have a buddy of mine that likes to say it this way. I take my cash and I send it out. And then I hope and pray it brings friends back. That's exactly what you want your cash to do. You cannot make money in business without using some money. So you send your little money out. Go out there, guys. Bring some friends back. Here's $100,000. Go out there and go find some buddies. Bring them back. Put $100,000 out there. Bring $200,000 back. All they have to do, dollar for dollar, they just have to find one friend. Hey, dollar bill, all I need you to do is find one other dollar bill and bring him back. Just do that to me once a year. Send $100,000 little buddies out. I want them to bring $100,000 plus another $100,000 back. Make $200,000. Bring little guys out, little buddies, little dollar bill buddies. And at HEB, they have those bucks. They call buddy bucks. That's what you're trying to do. Send your dollars out, have them make some new friends, and bring them on back. You need assets that do that. You need an investment you understand, or invest in stuff that you understand that produces cash. We get back from the break. We're going to talk more about this article. We're going to start with inflation, which is very interesting. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855 Fund IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary pier work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Hi, Clint Coons here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Let's finish up this article here. Tie a bow on it. Got the weekend retreat this weekend. I'm headed over to the hotel as soon as we get done here. Out of the 5 tips, they've got number 3 here. Be prepared for inflation. Here's the problem. When you adjust your returns for inflation, you're really not making that much money outside of real estate. Real estate, because it's real estate, inherently is inflation adjusted. Now, we can have a big discussion about the CPI and different ways that inflation is calculated. And I'll tell you, it actually changes depending on who's in the White House. Here's what I can tell you. As stuff gets more expensive, typically real estate does too. Lease rates and the value of the overall asset increase as well. So inflation's pretty easy to manage with single-family real estate. You just buy some more single-family. Number 4, they say position investments for growth. This is really interesting. If you're in retirement, the traditional retirement guru dogma has been you really need to just add stability and take out risk in your portfolio in retirement. Now they're recommending taking on more risk to continue to grow your portfolio. And then, of course, the last one is don't withdraw too much from savings. Oh, well, that's a helpful tip. Meaning, don't eat all of your nest egg. I'm telling you, folks, read through these retirement articles. It's fascinating to read between the lines. You really need to sit down and figure out what it is you're trying to accomplish in retirement, what your number is, and then focus solely on getting that number. We do it with real estate. It's been amazing to see how fast our business has grown. We've only been doing this for 5 years now. Heck, if we were to liquidate our position, close down our business, I think we could go out and easily retire with a litany of debt-free single-family real estate. When I look at what we're doing for our retirement, that's really what we're focused on, is debt-free real estate. You can keep leveraging and leveraging and leveraging, that's fine. But when you take out the debt, it takes out the risk. So, folks, I hope this is a good show for you. I will see all of y'all Monday morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. The weekend retreat is this weekend. Next week, we got a handful of events. Our next really big event is the first Wednesday in May. We will be up in DFW with the guys from Jet Lending and Patton Law Firm and Quest IRA. We're going to have the whole crew up there. We're going to present on how to get started in real estate. So it'll be a great event for everybody. Hope to see you there. Go to our website. We got a whole bunch of videos and blogs and testimonials. You can go to our Facebook page. Got all kinds of cool stuff there. Guys, this radio show is on a podcast. So if you want to listen to the last 300 or 400 episodes, I think it's like 300 something, you can go there. You can go to TuneIn. You can go to iTunes. They're all there. It's been Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I will see y'all Monday morning. Thanks for listening.
All right, Jay, have a good one.
All right, thanks.